Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot see it, I have a little monster on my shoulder here. His name is Jack, and he has a little fluffy tail. See, fluffy tail. There it is. And he and I have just sat down and read another monster at the end of another monster at the end of this book that is a Sesame Street title by John Stone and Michael Schmolien, illustrated by Michael Schmolien, and do you believe I have a trip to the moon in the background there, or something of that nature? And yeah, digital book. It is the story of Grover and Elmo, and they are reading a book with a monster at the end, and Grover doesn't want you to get to the end because it might be a scary monster, and little Elmo says, I love monsters. My friends are mostly monsters. So he is just saying, let's turn that page and turn that page. This is as opposed to the first book in this series, wherein only Grover was there and he did not want you to turn those pages. The great thing about this book is it takes play on the idea that parents sometimes have what they think of as little monsters. My little monsters are furry and scratch the heck out of me, but they are little monsters nonetheless who barf all over everything and make a terrible mess, and you love them anyway. This is a book about loving monsters and subverting expectations and not being afraid. If you think it's a good book for you and your children, it can be. It's not a great learning book. It is not a terrible learning book. It is a fun little story. I think it would be better to have a physical book than the digital copy, but I'm doing my experiments with digital copies. And, here we are, Sesame Street and For Little Monsters. I have an itch. Yes, I have an itch on the side of my nose. But I'm not supposed to touch my face because of COVID-19. And another one of my monsters is now shaking the camera. Mookzook! Mookalis, stop shaking the camera. Anyway, like I say, funny little book, not a good bedtime story. This is Richard Reviews Children's Books, and I would say definitely recommend early in the day, bright colors, wake your kid up, maybe just after breakfast right before school. Or if you're stuck at home, right before lunch. But after lunch, a little overstimulating. Just my opinion. No. Didn't keep Jack up though. You silly old monster. I'm Richard.